And welcome guys to another TeaTime Friday League race. And this is Season 4, Round 1. Here at Australia, obviously you can see there is a lot of guys already on track. And we're heavily jumping into the action. So we do have new teams, new drivers, new teams, all mixed up, ready for a whole new season. So we've got Nevo in the gear. In checkout, took you long enough to go live. Shotgun Nevo, are you actually racing today? It takes me a while to read everybody's on there, but no, he's not. So, wind your neck in, Nevo. Love to see it full good. We all love to see it full good. So, the format is a full quali followed by a 50% race, and that's the way it's going to be all season long. Now, I am on board with Dara at the moment, and I'm expecting him to go a bit quicker than this. What we'll do is that we'll stay on board with him as he does a fast lap around Australia. So we're heading into turn 1 of Jones and then into Brabham. Brabham is so this is the first chicane, one of the most difficult chicanes in this circuit. As we go down Auto Drive into Sports Centre Corner. Sports Centre Corner, this is probably the hardest braking zone. As we swing right and then left and right again round through car park. We're off Helias. And then white forward right is this corner in front of us as Darwin takes a little tank slap in there, but we'll carry on with him as he goes around Whitefoot into Marine. Now Marine is this corner, another heavy braking zone, swinging right over, and he's gone over the curb. I think he's saying that out of the way. I think I'll tell you what, we'll go and jump on board with Amar. Amar will probably be a bit more of a stable driver to watch on this. Neither can't race on Fridays. Oh, gutted. Proper gutted. So here we go. Amar, let's have a look, Amar. Let's see what you can do for us. So Amar coming into first corner, as I said, this is Jones into Brabham. These corners are named after a lot of famous racers, whether they are V8 sport racers or F1 racers, racing drivers. Into Sports Centre, named after the Sports Centre that you'll see as you go around, and boom, it's usually right there. But you can't see it because there it is. There it is. There's the Sports Centre. As we go around Helias and then into Whitford again. This is where Dara did have that tank stopper. Another heavy braking zone. Swing right. Cut that curb as you go round turn 7 of Rint. New name. Lauder of turn 8. Head into turn 9 of Clark and then 10 of Fittipaldi. These corners will be adjusted for the next season. As we do head down now Lakeside Drive. Lakeside Drive is this road that next to the lake in the Albert Park. As we head into turn 11 of Waite. Around turn 12, which I am naming Hunt. They named because it rhymes with what kind of corner it is. Over Hill Straight. Into turn 13 of Ascari. Now Ascari is another heavy braking zone into a 90-degree turn. Followed by, oh my goodness, we just watched Saw. Okay. Do we have a timestamp for that? Let's timestamp that. Because that was amazing. So that's Amar, who's had a proper tank slapper. Pretty much in Q1. I'm going to have to write this down. Because that was amazing. Sorry, Dar. Amar. The commentator. Love to see Amar back. How does Amar still look so decent after no racing in months? Take it back. Boom. It's funny. It's so funny. Speedy does go around the last few corners. So the last few corners, Stuart was the turn 14, followed by Senna and then Prost. That's the last few corners the drivers would be taking on. Now let's bring up the time list because Q1 10 minutes left and we've lost a couple of drivers already. Okay, so we have Lewis DeBeeker on 133.3. King David on 133.3. Really close between these drivers right now. Sesvin is on a 133.6 with Non-Human on 133.7. So tight at the top 4. Now I know Freedom will be up there, but he has got a quali ban today due to an incident he had at the end of last season. Retaliation incident that was deemed by the stewards. Stewards decided that the penalty had to be carried over because of the incidents as Lewis DeBeeker brings on 133.0. Opening that gap up, it's going to force King David to make some moves. So Moylan's on 134.4, Matty on 134.0. We have Flea on 134.5, Louis on a 135.0. We have Yo Moyo on a 135.1. We have KJ Styles. I'm thinking he's a Primark version of AJ Styles from WWE. So that's 135.3 for KJ Styles. Tall Cogwheel on a 136.8, and Speedy DXT Sausage on a 138.8 as Flea jumps up with 134.5, I believe that was. No, it wasn't. It was Tall Cogwheel, 134.3. Great move by Tall Cogwheel. Absolutely bravo, bravo. So we got Dara, who's still yet to set a lap. We got Freedom, who's in the pits. We got Wild Games saying, hi guys, how Will? Thanks for joining us, bro. Would love to see you racing again, mate. Definitely get yourself down as a reserve because we may need you for the season. DXT Singh had that phenomenal crash earlier. We got DXT Hobo. We've got Frenzy, DXT Cons, Pie-Size Geezer and DXT Anthony all yet to put in a lap time. Pie-Size Geezer and Singh are to DNFing. So they'll be starting at the very back. Moyland with a 132.3. That takes a big chunk of time. So Non-Human has also improved his time, but he's not enough to be battling up there with Moyland. Now Moyland is very quick. I'm expecting a lot from these drivers. So I want to be watching Hobo. Now this should be Hobo's fast lap. He needs to get something thrown in just to put himself above 15th. So let's have a look. So the driver lineup for this season. So in the Mercedes-Benz, we do have the reigning champion, DXT Sausage, aka Speedy, with his teammate Moyland. So that is going to be a team to beat at the moment. We have in the Ferrari, we have Freedom and Sesvin. I've actually going to put a little highlight on here that I'm going to say these two guys could be the ones to upset. If Freedom pulls off what he can pull off, that is something we could be watching. A good battle. In the Red Bull, we've got Pant-Size Geezer and Yo Moyo. Two drivers they're constantly getting better and better, so we could be seeing a mid-pack fighting pairing then. We've got a Primark AJ Styles and it's Louis in the McLarens. We have in the Alpines, we have Team Scotland. Right, Team Scotland, DXT Cons and Fleet. We'll come back to Team Scotland later. Aston Martin, DXT Tall Cogwheel and King David. Going to be an interesting pairing because Tall Cogwheel, I've seen him race before, he's consistently clean. May not have the pace of some of the other drivers, but he's clean, and that's going to make a difference. And then King David is up there in the top 4 right now, and I do think he will be battling up there for the podiums. So it'll be interesting to see how Aston Martin do. AlphaTauri with DXT Matty and Non-Human, another fantastic pairing. If DXT Matty pulls his finger out and becomes a bit more consistent, we could be having a three-way battle for the league. Looking at that, we have the Alfa Romeo, which is DXT Singh and DXT Hobo. Now we all know that DXT Singh's going to be carrying Hobo. He's going to carry Hobo like a little baby because Hobo is so inconsistent. Hobo kisses more walls than he kisses his misses. Honestly, that's how much he hits that wall. So I do feel sorry for Lexi. In the house we have Dara and Lewis DeBeeker. Now that's a good pairing. That's another strong pairing. It's when that pairing came up in Spinning the Wheel, it took everybody by surprise and thinking, oh no, this is another team. So the 4 is looking at that. That's a 4-way battle at the top. We have DXT Anthony and Frenzy in the Williams. Now DXT Anthony doesn't seem to be getting to grips to this game like he did the last one. And Frenzy was in a similar boat. These two are very good drivers in their own right. The previous game, they were phenomenal. So, can they get it together and get themselves back up there? I kind of hope they do, because I do want to see DXT Anthony up there battling for podiums. As Herbert drops himself into P6, an absolutely fantastic performance by Herbert, but yet this is Herbo, so I'm going to expect a really dodgy start from him. But that is that's the we've got time. We've got a few minutes left of the qualifying, as it looks like everybody is rounding themselves off. As we've got 4 minutes left. What's race calendar? So the calendar today for this season. Okay, so we do have 24 races. This is going to take us right up until June. So today we have Australia. Next week we've got Russia, followed by Mexico, and then Monaco. With Azerbaijan, Belgium, Japan, and Britain covering February. March is going to be very interesting. March is a very good month. So we have Imola, Bahrain, China, and Spain. Very strong month in March. April we have Hungary, Saudi Arabia, France, and Austria. 4 very different circuits. Oh, and then we've got USA, so 5 very random, very different circuits. That is covering April. May we've got Netherlands, Abu Dhabi, Canada, and Monza. And again, another 4 different tracks. Rounding off with 3 races in June, which are 3 fantastic races: Singapore, Portugal, Brazil. Ending on Brazil, where we should be ending every F1 season. Absolutely fantastic. A great calendar created there by Herbo. So we've got one driver on track at the moment, which is DXT Cons. Does he have enough in him to get himself above Anthony and Dara? It'd be quite interesting to see how they do. Now, let's have a look. The goddamn Alex Kiss is already back. Yes, it is, bro. Yes, it is. So DXT Cons sticks himself at a 1:33.2. What a lap! Could we be seeing something here from DXT Cons that we haven't seen in a very, very long time? And that is him being competitive. So we've got Dara dropping in, going last to first, you see, mate. Well, there is only a very few people that can actually do a last to first. Amar has the technical ability, so does Dara. I think Moylan could actually do a last to first, really. Amar's just dropped in again. He'll probably crash in the base too. So yeah, that's a chance. But to be honest, there's going to be a question as which Alfa Romeo driver is going to last the longest. Well, if Lexi's going to say anything, it's definitely not going to be Herbo, is it? Dara's going, I've done it before. I've just said you've done it before. I've just said you've done the last to first before. So we are rounding off the Q1. So good chances are we are going to be losing Pansize Geezer, Frenzy, Freedom, Sing, and possibly Speedy. So what's happened to DXT Sausage? Or has he saved himself? So let's jump on board with Speedy. Let's see how he does, because he's going to be our last contender, really. We do have... Oh, he's invalidated! Oh, no! He's going to be fuming! Oh, no. It's a 50-50 for Alpha. If Amar spins, he'll take 3 shots. If Herbert spins, he'll do 5. I'll tell you what, Amar. If... Oh! Round it goes is Speedy. So... Let's see. I reckon if both Alfa Romeos crash out, I think you're gonna have to do 10 shots, mate. Because 8's not good enough. So we are just waiting for everybody to round off at the end. Now the Q1 is over, and then we'll move into Q2, and we'll start spotting more crap. But then hopefully we'll have drivers who are sitting in waiting to join us in the stream chat. Amar's foot is just too heavy for this game. Maybe more throttle than what you need. You can put, Joe. You can put thresholds on your pedals, mate. But I'm sure you already knew that. So that should round us off. We've got one car left on track, which I believe is probably to a cogwheel. Oh no, we've got 2 cars on track, so we're just waiting for these cars to get in the pits. No, they're all on autopilot, so they're just going to keep going around. As we do move into Q2, so we are losing. Da-da-da. What? How are we losing that many? We're losing. Dara, Herbo, DXT Anthony, Speedy, Sing, Freedom, Frenzy, and Pint-Sized Geezer. How is that? Well, that's a bit weird. We're losing 8 drivers. I think there might be a glitch. I think we may have a glitch there. Because these drivers actually were quicker. So because some of them crashed out. Did Herbo? I don't think Herbo crashed out though. Dara didn't crash. And Herbo didn't crash. That's a bit weird. So we've got 12 drivers doing Q2. Bit weird. Not gonna lie. Oh yeah, Herbo binned it. That's okay. Fair enough. That's fair enough. If they binned it, they binned it. Alright. Maybe the game is actually making it more realistic then, by not letting people get back in the cars if they bin it in Q1 and still pass into Q2. So that's fair. So we're left down with 12 drivers. So who have we got? So we've got Flea's out. So I'm going to talk about this Team Scotland of Flea and DXT cons. So they end up with the Alpine, which is in a colour in blue. It's a blue, white and red livery. Meant to be French, but actually the shade of blue that they actually use is called royal blue, and it's actually a Scottish blue, which is very bizarre because France have only just recently readopted using the royal blue. They changed it many years ago, and then they changed it back a couple of years ago. So since that Team Scotland got a royal blue car is bizarre, but then again, Scotland and France have always had strong connections, dating back to Tudor times. So I should have stayed away from F1 games. No, you shouldn't, man. No, you shouldn't. it's always a pleasure to have you racing within TTFL. We miss you, so you can't leave us now. So guys, also throw it out there, because every season that I've been part of the TTFL, we have given a prize, whether it was commentator's driver of the season, driver's driver of the season, or cleanest driver of the season. First couple of races, I'm going to think of a new award to give. I want it to be different every season, giving everybody a chance. I'm thinking maybe one could be overtake of the season. Let us know what you think in the Discord. Just drop me a message. Let me know what you want to see. Something that you think that's going to be equally fair to everybody. So best overtake, best clip of the season, maybe. Alex should have stayed away. Alex to Amar, you should have stayed away from being Hobo's teammates. Yes, yes. Which poor soul suffered with Hobo last season? I think it was DXD Anthony, wasn't it? And look what happened to him. Got dragged down. So yeah, just don't expect anything decent come from Hobo's end. Well, we say that. Lexi finally got something decent coming from Hobo's end. Yeah, so Jake, yeah, so DXD Anthony was the unfortunate soul. So DXD Coles with a 124.6, a very respectable time with Flea, his teammate at 125.2. Good times here, and we could be expecting more. Hobo was 7th. But how long do you get up there to take you to get there? I lost it on the grass on an outlap. The one thing I would say about Australia as a circuit, it is so easy to lose it. Turn 12 is the slippiest corner in the whole thing, but then it's so easy to lose it at turn 4, turn 6, and also turn 9. You will find people running out really wide when they get to turn 13. You'll find turn 1, people overshoot that corner, and then they'll cut people up in turn 2. We're going to see probably a DNF within the first 3 corners. We'll see a dive bomb at turn 3, no doubt about it. As Yo Moyo picks up a 122.9, puts himself in provisional P1 with DXD Matty sitting in behind, and Lewis the Beacon with a 123.7. Very good. If pole is 121.1, he'll take 3 shots now. I tell you what, Amar, just might as well just start downing pints, mate. Just down bottles. Rumour is that you're a better driver when you're drunk, anyway. So I want to find. So we've got non-humans on an outlap. We've got Tall Cogwheel now. Let's jump on board with Tall Cogwheel. Let's see. So he's opted like Q2 is where you pick your tyre. So you can see a lot of people go for medium, a few people go for the soft tyre. For what? Let's watch Tall Cogwheel, right? Let's see. You'll see that his lines are clean, but he's not got the perfect line. A nice move there by, I believe that was non-human, getting right out of the way. He puts himself in the safest place he can possibly find to allow that to happen, and that's not an easy place to do. Stay out of the way. So Tall Cogwheel puts a 123.5, very respectable time there for Tall Cogwheel. But yet, it seemed that there was a very nice way of taking turn 1 and 2. Let's see how he approaches turn 3. Let's see if he's still going for it. He is still going for it because he's jumping to DRS and he overcooks it. That's what we're going to be expecting from a lot of drivers today. Let's see, non-human's backed off. He's invalidated his lap. Let's Moyland. Let's see where Moylan sticks himself. Moylan with 122.5. So this is on medium tyres. If you go into soft tyres, I believe that's 0.6 of a second difference. to 0.8. So for Amar to be taking shots, we're going to need to see a big jump off these guys. He's going to need a tab at this point. Yeah, definitely. To be honest, I'm glad that I'm not drinking. As DXD Cons puts himself on a 124.6. Puts himself really in a very low position there when he retired. Non-human staying out of the way again. So this is one of the drivers that we should be watching carefully. Let's have a look and see how he does. Let's see how he takes on turn 1. He takes up well. He cuts it really nicely over the corner at turn 1, running the curve at turn 2 very nicely out. Comes into turn 3, takes it as wide as possibly can. Turns a little bit early, but that's fine. Everybody has a different line. Goes right into turn, comes into turn 5. Very nice stuff. Slides it out. Oh, and he stacks it! Touchdown, please. Boom. That's the second driver I've watched that crashed out. I think I'm cursing every driver now. So let's go jump on the Ferrari or Sesvin. So we got the crash at Q1, crash at Q2. Definitely time stamping that, because they're fantastic crashes. And I'm on commentator's curse. You know what? I do this a lot. I do curse a lot of people. I'm non-human going, ouch. Let's curse someone else. Jump on board and flee. Okay, where's Flea? Let's flee. Let's do it. He's coming up to death corner anyway. He's backed off quite a lot. He's backed off a lot there to take that. Does Flea drive with controller? I think he does. There's a nice line there, nice line. Can we see him spin off? No. Let's see how Flea does with this time. A 124.7 puts himself in provisional 8th. His teammate's still faster, but his teammate is in 10th after retiring. Oh, gutted. I'm gutted that he's not going to crash. Flea is our only driver out on circuit apart from Tor Cogwheel, who's on an out lap right now. So we'll stay on board with Flea, hoping that he might crash out. He has picked the unlucky number 13, but for Scottish people, I think 13 is quite lucky. But then we'll see if he'll spin out. No. I'll be honest, this camera angle that it shows does make the driver look a little bit better than what they really are. Makes it look almost professional. You can see it's still twitchy. And I honestly thought the way he was coming in then, I thought he was going to stack it going into the pit then. So let's jump on board the Tor Cogwheel. Let's see how he does as he's starting his fast lap. So the Aston Martin, a new livery. I wouldn't say a new team. It's just a renamed team. A new livery for the 2021 season. Can't wait to see what the cars look like in 2022 with the new shapes and the one plate wings. which is fantastic. It's going to be a fantastic vision, really. I've heard rumours of a couple of manufacturers are looking to jump into the F1 world if they can manage to get past the Concord agreement. But we'll see, as Tall Cogwheel hasn't validated his lap. But let's jump with It's Louis. Louis is like half throttle at the moment, so I feel like he's taking it easy, ready for his fast lap. We do have 2 minutes left of Q2, which means we could be seeing goodbye to 2 of these drivers, which looks like it's going to be non-human and 1 other driver right now. As Dixie Collins is being dropped down to 10th place. So I think DXT Collins must have crashed out. Put his time up and crashed out, and that's why they put him at 10th. Because he won't be able to qualify any higher than 10th when he goes into Q3. So we'll have 9 drivers in Q3 if everything stays the way it is now. Unless It's Louis manages to get half a second off his time. Oh! Oh! Who is that? Tall Cogwheel! Facing the wrong way? Oh, we missed that, didn't we, boys and girls? And King David? Retired in the pits. Don't know if Lee's going to have long enough really to do a fast lap on the with 1 minute to go. But we'll see, we'll see. Back with It's Louis. And he's invalidated his lap. Has he got enough time to get back? He should have enough time to get back. As long as he doesn't come off too much. Let's have a look. Let's have a watch of Flea. Spinny Flea. There we go, Flea. Somehow, it looked like he went right off the track there, but he kept it going. But he's got It's Louis right behind him. And It's Louis seems to be going a bit quicker than him, but It's Louis is pushing for that top 10 position right now. Let's see how he does. Go round to 10, 11, round 10, 12. Does really well. He came off a bit though. I was expecting him to be good full throttle. More at the moment with a 122.5, fastest lap on the soft medium tyres. Let's have a look. What? Flea, a 124.0. It's Louis with 123.5. So we are going to have a few drivers on the soft tyres now, starting in the top 10. As we are waiting for the last remaining driver to just basically get in the pit, really, which was KJ Styles. Okay. Now it's glitched. is what Sesford is saying. He spun. Wow. Wow, indeed. So, we'll lose the 3 drivers this time due to DXD cons crashing out, and that is non-human Primark AJ Styles and DXD cons. So 9 drivers: Moyland, Yo-Yo Moyo, Lewis Tabika, King David, It's Louis, Tokokyo, Matty, Sesvin and Flea. So we've got medium, soft, medium, medium, soft, soft, medium, medium, soft. A nice mix there. 5 medium, 5 soft, all in the top 10. Oh, sorry, 4 soft and 6 medium in the top 10. If you counted that right. On to Q3. What are we expecting? We're expecting someone to get a 121.1, so Amar has 3 shots. We are expecting 8 to be close. L drivers should be on soft tyres, they should be going out fast, and I'm going to jump on board with Moyland. I really would love to know what the different setups are. I think we've got a few drivers out. Lewis Tabika is our first driver out. So let's telemetry update. We all should be on soft tyres, so we don't really need that. Moyland, Yo-Yo and Matty top 3. Right, I'm going for Moyland. DXT, Matty and King David as my top 3. With Sesving 4th. That's my top 4. Moyland, DXT, Matty, King David, Sesvin. So it's Lewis Tabika will be our first driver crossing the line. It'll be our first driver to put in a timed lap. Flea 9th. Well, I would went Flea. I would went Flea 20th, but like you can't get lower than 9th. So yeah, you're probably right on that one. Driver I'm actually quite interested to watch would be in this would be Lewis Tabika, because I think Lewis Tabika could be one of those top 4 contenders as well. We will see. It should be close. Top 5 should definitely be close. To be honest, all of them should be close to each other, but apart from Flea. I think Flea managed to get through on pure luck. Or his ginger hair blinded everybody behind him, so they couldn't keep up. So Alex is Moyland, Matty, King David. So yeah, that's my top 3. Alex just listened to me and just went, yeah, I'm gonna copy him. What a complete nugget. Nevo, pick your own 3. I'm still surprised no one has spun out at turn 12 right now. As Lewis Tabika is catching up with Yo-Yo Moyo, who is on a warm-up lap. Yo-Yo Moyo better get out of the way or get fast. And Yo-Yo Moyo actually caused a problem there. Lewis Tabika, who was on a good lap, had to abort that lap. Oh, you're overestimating how much I listen to you. Wow, Nevo. Wow. Well, so we have Sesvin, who is... Oh, I think actually no, he's actually getting out of the way. He's getting out of the way. That's fair enough, King David. Sesvin, 122.1. David, 122.3. Matty, 122.7. Flea, 123.8. I just kind of want to jinx. I just want to jinx Flea right now. One spin. Moylan won 121.3. We're getting very, very close to that 121.1 that Amar is put the drinks cap on. So, no jokes. I didn't actually hear your prediction though. And he'll change to Moylan, King David, and Yo Moyo. Actually, to be honest, that's a fair. To be honest, I think any top five of those, any of the top five there could actually do it. Because Sesvin is putting a fantastic lap there, but as you can see, Moylan putting a 121.3 has opened the door for everybody else to stop stomping through. And this lap is too slow for Yo Moyo. Thought he was going to lose it then. Thought he was going to lose it. I was too busy playing World of Warcraft. Yeah. Nevo plays this game, World of Warcraft, that basically becomes like an obsession. It takes over your life. You have, and then you have no life. It's one of the worst MMOs out there for the obsession. I've never seen anything like it when someone is obsessed with that. So Yo Moyo with a 123.2, nowhere near the top three drivers right now. It's Todd Cogwheel plus a 123.3, pushing Fleet into 7th, and It's Louis is out of. So It's Louis dropped out. I think. Did he crash? I don't see why he crashed. So Amar, can I change my prediction? You can change. You can put new prediction if you want, but we're always going to think that you're just going to go and chop and change. You're like a glory hunter. So you're meant to back your horses, as Lewis the Beacon puts in a 122.0. I'm still thinking that King David and DXD Matty will put in a superb time soon. But that is a fantastic time by Lewis the Beacon. Again, one of the drivers I would say top 5 right now. But I cannot take away drivers like Yo Moyo, Todd Cogwheel, who have done, both drivers have done fantastic as well. It's the unfortunate not taking part in Q3 and then this fleet. And then you know what? I back Yo-Yo. So he's going to back Yo-Yo. You know, to be honest, I don't. All these drivers are actually capable of doing, getting in the top 3. Every single one of them. I'm also saying Yo-Yo's going to get the 121.1. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. He's not going to make it on this lap. Can tell you that for free. And Tall Cogwheel is not gearing up. So I think he's actually cruising back to the pits. So we do have DXT Matty and King David both on Atlas, with Sethvin just coming out as Flea. Jumps over the curbs to get out of the way is 123.4. Alex has gone has put a I back Moylan to get a 120. That's going to be interesting. So we do have DXT Matthew starting his flying lap. Oh! Oh my goodness! I can't believe he saved that! I can't believe he saved that! Wow! DXT Matty! I don't think DXT Matty is going to be in the top 3 now, unless he goes round comfortably and does a second fast lap. But could lost a lot of rubber there. King David on that lap. Absolute superb move thing there by DXT Matty. Could have also almost stacked that. Here we go, King David. Let's see how he does. As Moylan is out of the pit out of the pit on his outlap. Absolute fantastic motion there from King David. Let's go Yo-Yo Moyo. Now, last time we seen Yo-Yo Moyo in front of someone, he caused a bit of a problem. And luckily stayed out of the way this time. And Lewis the Beaker looked like he had a little, he slowed right down there. Very nicely done by King David. 30 seconds left. King David puts himself in provisional second with 121.6. I got a feeling that DXT Matty's not going to get to the level that he wants to get himself at. Yo-Yo Moyo still got the ability to cause an upset. I think he's just starting to lose it a little bit, lose the faith. No, he's still within a good time. But is it good enough to get himself in the top 3? 123.5. He takes over DXT. So basically the top 6. Absolutely fantastic drivers, all in the right tall cockpit, very consistent, quite very clean. Just outside the gap as well, so very nicely done. And then we have Flea. Half a second off there, Flea, but oh well. The fact that you said you're in the top 10, which is more, much more than what people like Hobo can say. So we will be rounding this off in a moment. So Moyland, our P1, didn't get the 121.1 that Amar would love, but he only went out once. I reckon if Moylan went out a second time, he may have got that time down. So here we go. So our P1 pole position holder is Moyland in the Mercedes with a 121.3. Second is King David with 121.6. Lewis the Beaker with a 122.0. Just 200ths behind him is Sesvin in the Ferrari. Yo Moyo, 122.5. We got DXD Matty on a 122.7 and Tor Cogby on a 122.9. Very close between those drivers there. In that little bunch there, Flea on a 123.4. I'm sure Flea could have done better if he wasn't taking cutting corners and invalidating laps. And it's Louis who decided not to put in the time. So we'll be starting the race in a moment. That's, was it 29 laps of this circuit? So Albert Park, it is 3.296 miles long. It's 16 corners. That's 10 corners to the right, 6 to the left. Key corners so you're going to be watching out for. Turn 3, as I say, end of the DRS straight, and we should be seeing some late lunges into that corner. Turn 6, we're probably going to see some people make a little dive move on them. We've got turn 9 and turn 10. We could be seeing a little switchback overtake there. Eyes will be focused on turn 12 to see if anybody spins out. Put too much throttle on the exit of that, or get too much grass, you are sending your car on a 180 and back into the wall on the other side of the circuit. Ascaria heavy braking zone. We should be seeing some people dive in there late lunge as we are on the formation lap. Corners, turn 14, turn 15, turn 16 are slow corners. We shouldn't be seeing anybody making overtakes unless they're already side by side before those corners start. So that is one thing. We should be seeing some overtakings between turn 10 and turn 11 on those drivers who make a nice sweet exit from turn 9. Turn 9 is a critical one for the turn exit for the speed going into turn 11. But then that's where we should be seeing drivers really pull out the stops. So the DRS zones are for on the start finish straight, on auto drive, and also on lakeside drive, the later part on the hill street, leading into Ascari corner. Albert Park being a circuit that's had quite a few variations. What we're going to be expecting for 2022 is that turns 9 and 10 are going to be shallowed out, so we should be seeing a bit more speed. Turn 13, 14, 15 and 16 are going to get a bit wider, and I think we're going to have a little bit of a free flow turn 1 to kind of reduce the amount of accidents that we do get. And I will be expecting accidents in this race today. 20 drivers all hammering into turn 1, and that there will show what these drivers can do. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen, for my yawning. 29 laps of this is going to take a lot out of me, I will be honest. So Alex is going to be back at Amar. He says he can see a fair podium in his future. Well, we can see a lot of podiums in his past as well, so it won't make much of a change. So here we go. As we are, the cars are all lining up. We're waiting for the lights. So you'll see them bouncing around. This is just the game getting everybody in. You'll see it just all click. There we go. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. Go, 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 go! As we do end up heading in to the south edge. That's very nicely done. No, I can't see any casualties right now. I'm shocked. We didn't. There has been some contact. 3 drivers out, but it wasn't at turn 2. It wasn't at turn 1. We do have a virtual safety car, and that is Dixie Anthony Freedom, and it's Louis all out. And penalties for Herbo and Sig, the 2 Alfa Romeo drivers, with penalties. Safety car. You know. So both with 5-second penalties. Whether they get taken off, will remain to be seen. So we've had, well, let's have a look at the position changes already within the first few corners. So we've had King David jump into the lead, taking over Moyland. We've had DXD Cons jumping up 3 places. Torque Wheel dropping down. Dara up 4. Primark AJ Styles up 1. Flea down 3. DXT Sausage up 4. Herbo up 1. Non-Human down 2. We have Frenzy and Pensansky's is up 4. And DXT Sing has not actually moved up nor down. And speeding in the pit lane. So DXT Sausage needing to sort stuff out, and a few drivers jumping in the pit early. So Herbo and Sing in the pit, so that's will put the 2 Alfa Romeos and Tor Cogwheel with a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. Now the question is what happened there? Why did it come up saying he ignored yellow flags? Speedy with a penalty for driving too fast in the pit lane. It's just schoolboy. So what we're going to be expecting now, we've got King David. I think King David, Moyland, Lewis to be and Stensford are going to be battling strong. I think Yo-Yo Moyo has it, and Dixie Matty have the ability to be up there. Dixie Cons could cause an upset and be in the mix. Tor Cogwheel should be expected. His consistency to keep himself going strong. Dara should be slicing up the grid like Sorrow, but Dara is too temperamental. He does like to get himself into trouble. Not always the clearest driver, but we'll see. I need to see more from a Primark AJ Styles. Really want to see what his driving ability is, but he is a bit glitchy. Comments from Alex. Same old Jake. Guy can't even finish his dinner, let alone a race. Yeah. Guy can't even finish himself off at a brothel. So is what we're going to expect from there. We could be expecting the same as what we did from last season from DXT Anthony. But I think it's Herbo. I think Herbo's poisoned it really. If anybody who has ever been a teammate with Herbo, it sounds great. but then it kind of knocks you down. I was doing okay at one point a few seasons ago. I was his teammate for European Regionals for TNA, and I never finished the race for ages. So I blame Hobo. I blame Hobo. The safety car's still out. I'm hoping to see that going back here because all the cars are bunched up. And then we can rewatch the King David, Moylan, and Lewis Meek. Our safety car is in on this lap. So let's get our eyes on King David. So I can see King David hasn't really slowed down too much. It would be interesting when he will go, because there's already been a bit of a gap building up. Well, he's not going yet, he's not going yet. And he's going now! So, Sector 1, Sector 2, Sector 3, all yellow flags at the moment. They'll be gone, and we are racing again. Oh! King David spun! I think he lost it, got collected, but he spun. He spun it all the way around, but let's see. Has he got any damage? King David just had a Goliath of a spin at turn 1 and turn 2. But it looks like he's not got any serious damage and can continue racing. Absolutely unbelievable. Gifting Moyland the lead. Moyland! Did Moyland tag? I did not see it, but did Moyland tag him? Possibly. But what this has done is just basically just gone, you know what, Moyland, have the freaking race win, mate. You can have it. I'm just going to spin here, go to the back, and have to work hard to find myself through again. As we're on lap 4 of 29, and we're still got a lot to go on. The Petsat Skeezer has made a move on DXD Cons. We have Singh who's made a move on Singh on a recovery drive from hell, as he is right behind Primark KJ Styles. As Moylan gets 1:26.9 for the fastest race lap time, and Singh gets a 3-second time penalty with multiple warnings, but that was a bit weird because he was actually 2 wheels on the track when he came around that corner. And KJ Styles being held up by non-human, and he overcooks it. KJ Styles overcooks that entrance into turn 3, puts himself into the gravel and drops himself right down into 14th. Gifting Hobo in top 10 place right now. I think Hobo's going to have a bit of a nosebleed because he's doing a lot better than what we expected. Lexi's going to have to sit there and put a tampon up his nose to stop that nosebleed. As non-human's really struggling today. He is, non-human is really struggling right now. I'm not too sure, has he got damage? Yeah, he's got a big chunk of wing damage. So that's probably why he's just been picked apart by the 2 Alfa Romeos. So DRS has been enabled. DRS has been enabled. Which means that now Hobo's just going to be hunting down Amar. He's going to basically use Amar to guide himself through the grid. Dara's made his way up into 5th. Quite twitchy is Dara. But then, if you've got a voice that's so squeaky, I like say potato, dead loud and squeaky. Then you are expected to be a bit twitchy. So Yo-Yo Moyo up into 4th, doing really well because he's got Sesfin right in front as he's got another safety car. Oh damn. Oh damn. DXD cons. What happened? He's hit the wall. DXD cons has hit the wall. So it's Louis saying hi. Hi, it's Louis. Thanks for joining us, bro. Fancy telling us about what happened at the start of that race because yeah, it looks like you got caught up in a massive traffic jam. So behind the safety car we have Lewis Debika, we have Sesvin, DXD Matty and DXD Sausage still all everybody else has pitted, and Moyland in 5th, we got Yo-Yo Moyo in 6th, we got DXD Singh in 7th, Dara in 8th, we have Tall Cogwheel in 9th, DXD Hobo in 10th, Frenzy in 11th, we got Primark AJ Styles in 12th, we've got Non-Human 13th, Flea in 14th, we've got King David in 15th, we've got to work hard for that recovery, and Petsensky's in 16th. So, little comments, let's have a look. Louis, it's Louis. Well, what happened was Flea just turned into me for no reason, left loads of room. Okay, just put that into the stewards. The stewards will look into that. Wild Gamer and are doing a Grand Prix at the moment, and I think this shows how it's going. The battle for the lead is Latifi, Tsunoda, and Mazepin. So it looks like your game's screwed, mate. I think you've got a glitched game, mate. Because there's no way those three should be competing at the top. Well, 2 drivers that were gifted their entrance, and 1 driver who earned it, but there are other better drivers than him. So yeah, 3 very bizarre drivers to be battling for the championship. So we're just waiting for the last pint-sized geezer to catch up with the pack, and I'm sure the safety car will go in. Thoughts and feelings, guys? What you thinking about the race so far? Are we expecting? I'm going to say we are going to be expecting, because we're not even through. We're just about a quarter past through the race. Only a quarter. We've lost 4 drivers already out of possible 20. Don't know what else to say about that. I want to be seeing battles. I want to see Moylan battling with Lewis Debika. I want to see Sesvin battling with those 2 drivers. DXD Matty's shown what he can really do, because he is an outstanding driver, and I have all my faith in him being one of the best DXD drivers that we do have. It's between him and Singh right now as the better driver, but DXD Matty has current form. So safety car is on his lap. Safety car in on this lap. So, ooh, Slow right down. It was a late call. Is he going to pull the trigger? He does. He pulls his trigger quite early. But what he's done is that he's caught Sesvin a little bit out. But Matty is caught out massively. DXT Matty's already outside of DRS range before he even gets past the start-finish straight. Absolutely fantastic call by Lewis Debika. Sesvin, absolutely well done on the response to that. Moylan doing really well to get himself back up there. Speedy's in there with the mix. So the two Mercedes drivers working in from 4th and 5th. They should be working themselves hard to get back up there. Yo Moyo sitting well in 6th. We do have I think that was KJ Styles as retired in the pits. So we're down to 15 drivers left. And it looks like Moylan's trying to get past DXT Matty. These are the hardest corners to make the pass on. Oh! A 10-12 has claimed its first victim, and that is Tall Cogwheel. And the safety car is out. Tell you what, hopefully was quite close to taking out that safety car there. He got really, really close. So another safety car. Absolutely amazing battles so far from some drivers, but then it's all getting capital off by the safety cars. The safety cars are drawing everybody back in together, which means that drivers such as Lewis Debika, Sesvin can't really get themselves away from the drivers that would normally take over them right behind them, which is like Moylan's right there now. If the safety car didn't come out, they would have had over a second's gap, making it a lot harder for Moylan to make the move. So 14 drivers left out of 20. And the safety car collects Lewis Debika, and everybody is to follow suit. So we just have a few moments here, just waiting for the safety cars to get back in. So I just jumped into the chat to see whether... So, back racing again. It seems like it is a procession of cars right now. Non-human picks up a 3-second time penalty, but it seems that non-human's found his pace again now that he's got his wing back fixed. So they managed to get past Pint-Sized Geezer. I think Pint-Sized Geezer, being a driver that he's still improving. Is happy to allow drivers to go past without causing too much of a problem, which I do respect that, because he just wants people to enjoy the race rather than being a problem for them. But I can't wait for him to be competitive. So Frenzy, he's losing ground to non-human as Darvet. A spun. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. Sorry guys, I know I can't sing, but oh well. Non-human moves up into 11th, and he's got the Hobonator in front of him. Hobo. Hobo all over the track like a fat kid on a cupcake. Like a tramp on chips. Nothing's going to get past that guy. We got EVG Glow Stick saying, hello guys, been a while. Yes it has, buddy. I will be honest, sometimes I don't recognise names, but you just drop your name in, how I know you, and then so I can recognise. But yeah, it's been a while anyway, because I do recognise the Glow Stick's name, but I can't ping you to someone that I've probably commentated on race with. As the DRS has been enabled again, so this means that this DRS train is open for business. So Sensfin is down in 9th after the string of safety cars. It's a Flea's definitely got a nosebleed, because he's up there battling with DXD Matty up in the top 10. Oh yeah, it's Jack. It's Jack. And did Flea just lose a big bit of wing? He did! He's fallen forward! Pint-Sized Geezer gets a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Hobo. That's because of the safety car out. A safety car again! And Hobo's Formula 4 done as well. Oh! I thought we was going to lose Hobo! Oh, Lewis the Beaker gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So King David carries on out. He takes the lead with Sesvin in second. Non-human in third. We have Frenzy in fourth. Moylan coming out of the pits in fifth. We have Lewis the Beaker in sixth. We have Speedy in seventh and DXD Sync in eighth. So Flea clipped Sesvins, and then Dan hit Flea. Dan was in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's a story of Dan's life. It's a story of Dan's life. Wrong place, wrong time. It's how we end up locked in that shed. It's just the wrong place, wrong time. Lexi tried to convince us he was working for the NFL in London, but no, he was locked in that shed. So yeah, back to another safety car. Don't know what more I can say. This is the fourth safety car, and we're not even halfway through the race. Well, we're halfway through now. Lap 15 of 29. So, before lap 15, we've had 3 safety cars, and each safety car has been out for 3 laps. We've had more laps under a safety car than we have actually racing. We've had 9, we're going to have 12 by the end of this, so it'd be 12 out of 18 laps under safety car. 2 laps under yellow flag. So that's 14 out of 18 by the time that safety car's in. It's been under yellow flag conditions. So we've only had 4 laps of racing. And yet we've seen all this happen. Tor Cogwheel losing at turn 12. KJ Styles retiring the pit. Dixie Cos losing at turn 14. Dixie Anthony, Freedom, and It's Louis losing it after turn 2. Dara being a nugget. Hobo being a bigger nugget. Flea being Flea. The people I've seen, I think that's like I've done well from this right now. Is Pint Size Geezer's done fantastic. He's up in 7th. A guy that I would consider as a developing driver. He knows what he is. He knows he's not the driver who's going to be competing all the way, but he wants to be enjoying his racing, but he doesn't want to ruin everybody else's. And he's doing a fantastic job at that, and I can't wait until he gets a lot of practice in and does it well. Safety car is in on this lap, so it's coming in early. It's gone in early. That's great. So it's still 12 laps out of 16 right now. Oh no, sorry. It's 10 laps out of 16 under safety car conditions. So let's see how King David handles, and he's gone. And he's caught Sesvin napping. And Non-Human is catching up with Sesvin. And Non-Human allowed Sesvin to take that ahead of him. Made a much cleaner exit out of turn 1 and turn 2. Round the outside at turn 3. Tell you what. Can we get that clipped? I've got a 7 that was a nice overtake by Non-Human there. Oh! This is actually quite good. Nice. This lap 17 when we're seeing Moylan taking 2 drivers. Sesvin and... Oh! A little bit touchy. So Non-Human has managed to get past Sesvin, lose the beaker, has managed to get past Sesvin. Moylan managed to get past Non-Human and Sesvin into second. He's gonna have the hammer, put the hammer down to catch up with King David. Another safety car. Another safety car. Non-human speed in the pit lane. Another flaming safety car. Tell you what, guys. Let's have a little bit of a music break. Yeah, that was the safety dance by Men Without Hats. Just thought, let's have a bit of music while there's nothing else going on. We should be seeing a safety car coming in very soon, because the drivers are getting quite close. Safety car is in on this lap. That is a very, very late call. Oh wow, FIA really did drop one in Moylan's lap there. Oh my goodness. He had no time to prep for that one, neither did anyone else. That was amazing. So Lewis the Beaker has managed to jump up into second. Sesfin losing out to that, but he's got Speedy as well. So there's a four-way battle at the front here, and we've got... What? We are saying we're expecting Sing to do well, but we've got Hobo! Hobo's actually on the brink of doing something well here. Oh, Dora just dives right in there. This game move from the little leprechaun there, really. Diving in on Hobo. And King David does a similar kind of move. Why have I not been watching this properly? Sig lost it. But him losing it has put Frenzy off. And Frenzy's gone really wide. King David looking to hunt down Dara. Dara is right behind Speedy. Speedy very close to Sesfin. So it's quite from Sesfin down. Sesfin's on a 10-lap old hard tyres. Will get them to the end. Will the soft tyres get these guys to the end? We'll have to see. As Dara's looking to get past. Oh, Dara. See, Dara's pushed where Speedy really wide there. That could cause an instant further down. There was no track clear space there given by Dara, and he did not let Speedy through. Moylan's just picking up fastest lap after fastest lap after fastest lap. Dara's now looking to get past Sesfin. Sesfin almost losing the back end there. Oh, there goes Dara! Oh! That was a monumentous little spin there. And what's shocking, no safety car after that. You lose a wing, safety car. You totally smash your car up. Nah, continue racing. Well, that was amazing moment there for Dara. So now we only have 13 drivers remaining. Moyland out with a massive lead on Lewis Tabika. Sesfin in third. King David looking to hunt down Sesfin and take third place. Oh! Sesfin's gone! Oh! I don't know how Sing survived that. I don't know how Yo-Yo Moyo survived that. That car's better. It's got to be cleared up. Oh, hello. Frida and Frenzy having a little side-by-side battle. Luckily that car's gone. But wow. What a few laps that has been. Moyland almost loses the back end there. So, in the last few laps we've seen some overtake. We've seen Dara pushing Speedy wide, forcing Speedy to pick up a 3-second penalty. We then saw Dara losing it when he was trying to battle Sesvin and crashing out. And then we see Sesvin losing it. Lap later when he was doing really well, he was in a position that was really strong for him. Because we are at this point now where King David is in the prime seat right now. He has got 1.63 seconds, less than 1.6 seconds now to catch up with Lewis de BK. And with that he could actually then take seconds. He's also got in the bag penalties that the drivers above him will have. Sesvin says a sad face. I'm proper gutted for you, Sesvin. I really was cheering you on. I really wanted to see you do well, but you've shown that you are a very capable driver. It was I think it was you're just too quick on the accelerator, put too much power down and you lost the back end. That's all I can say about that. It's just really unfortunate, but it made an interesting piece of entertainment really there, because everybody struggled to get past you. You said Sting got a spin, and Sting's done a 2-player hop there as Hobo and Matty are in the pits. Pint-sized skis out. This kid deserves points. He really does. He might not be the quickest, he might not have the cleanest dry racing line, but he's been consistent and he's been clean. When I say he's not got the cleanest line, it's not the smoothest. As you can see, he is not quite on the racing line, but he's giving it all his heart and he's doing really well, and I really want to see him finish in the points. So come on, pint-sized geezer. No less than 10th, buddy, no less than 10th. Lamar's doing really well. Needs to start cutting this gap down. Oh! Yo Moyo! What? He has a full spin, and we just catch the end of that. He's got no damage, but he gets a penalty for multiple warnings. And Pint-sized geezers. Oh no! Come on, Pint-sized! Oh! Pint-sized geezer picks up a 5-second time penalty for a severe collision with DXT Matty. And Amar's dead. Amar's died. Do you know what? How could he get through this far in the race to lose it? Exactly the same place where Sesvin lost it. Frenzy picks up the fastest lap. So out of 20 drivers, we've got 11 drivers left, and we've only got a few laps to go. So out in the lead, we have Moyland with 8.8 seconds onto non-human, followed closer by Speedy. Speedy's quite close behind. Speedy is King David and Lewis Tabika. King David having a bit of a spin, giving Lewis Tabika a bit of a healthy gap. Yo-Yo Moyo in the pits for fresh rubber. Dexterous Massey has jumped in the pits. League trying to make a move past pint-sized geezer. Oh, both drivers had to come off the accelerator there, off the throttle, to make that corner safely, and no contact between them. Fantastic work. Frenzy's in the points, which means he will actually get the fastest lap point if Moyland hasn't took it off him already. We have Moyland out in the lead with 1.5 laps to go. Non-human second, Speedy in third. Yep. Speedy is all over the place. 13 lap old soft tyres. Lewis Tabika in fourth. We've got King David in fifth. Herbo in sixth. Can Herbo get into fifth? He does. But can he stay there for this next 2 laps? As Moylan is about to start his final lap of the race. So Moylan and Fez, non-human second, Speedy and third, Lewis Tabika in fourth. We've got DXD Herbert up into fifth. Nosebleeds there. King David in sixth, Yo-Yo Moyo in seventh, Flea in eighth, and Pint-Sized Geezer in ninth, doing fantastically well. Frenzy in 10th, and DXD Matty in 11th. Our DNFers right now are Singh, Sesvin, Dara, Torcock, KJ Styles, DXD Cons, DXD Anthony, Freedom, and it's Louis. We'll come down to the last half of the lap. So Moyland looking fantastic, doing really well today. Unfortunately, that some of the drivers that he would be competing with have ducked out. Sesvin, Singh, Dara, Freedom. Round the final corner as he heads over, and it's Moyland wins the first race. Does it? Let's see, penalties. Does penalties come into effect? Not at all. Non-human is in second. Speedy third. There's a huge gap between him and Lewis Tabika, so 1, 2, 3, Moylan, non-human, Speedy, guaranteed, no matter what penalties are. I don't think anybody's got that many penalties. Lewis Tabika picks up the fastest lap. King David gets 5th, Herbo gets 6th, Yo-Yo Moyo in 7th, Flea comes over, he takes it into 7th, Pint-Sized Geezer We'll get 9th. I think he'll drop down to 10th, depending on the penalties. So they're non-human deserves it. He does deserve it, but I want to give it to Pint-Sized Geezer. I think Pint-Sized Geezer did an outstanding job. And we do have to acknowledge that Hobo did actually finish a race. Oh, so Moylan gets first, non-human is second, Speedy third, Lewis the Beaker gets fourth, and the fastest lap King David in fifth. Hobo did absolutely fantastic, getting sixth. Flea 7th, Yo-Yo Moyo in 8th, Pint-Sized Geezer in 9th, and Frenzy in 10th. Round enough points finishers. Our DNFers: Dixie Matty, Dixie Sesvin, Dara, Torcog Will, Primark, AJ Styles, Dixie Cons, Dixie Anthony, Freedom, and Louis. Yeah, let's have a look. Non-human. See, non-human goes from gets second from 12th. Speedy from 16th to 3rd. That's an even better. That's a fantastic performance. So it's Speedy, Herbo, non-human, Pint-Sized Geezer doing well. Pint-Sized Geezer is getting my vote for the day. But you got it. I think he's done an absolutely fantastic job above his station. Prepped well, raced well. We know he's not the strongest driver, but he actually did fantastic. So guys, I've got to say thank you very much for joining me. It's been a pleasure to start the season off on a high. Absolutely looking forward to the next load of races. As we said before, new season, so next week we're at Russia. Obviously Russia's one of my most hated circuits, but I'm sure it will be good. So guys, tune in again next week at 8 o'clock here at TTFL for the Russian Grand Prix. Until then guys, good night.